guys, welcome back to Creativity and Inspiration. If you're new, welcome. I'm so happy you found us. If you keep coming back, you know how special you are to us. Well, today is all about using those 3 pads of paper I got for the first time. It's from my birthday gift card shopping video. I'll put a card above. I've never used any of these 3 types of paper before, so you will get a first impression, first use from me as an artist. So let's just jump in. But before we do, and if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button with that little bell. We have a lot of awesome videos coming your way. Now let's get into this video. Hey guys, we are in the car and we are going to Jerry's Art Rama. And I'm not driving and doing this, I'm at a red light. So I'm pretty excited. It's an art store for those that don't know. And we are in the car going to Jerry's Art Rama. I'm pretty excited. Never been. The only in-person art store I've ever been to was in Chicago. I went in a bookstore downtown Chicago. It was amazing. Just one of the many things I love about Chicago. But anyway, my light is about to turn green, so I will see you when we get to Jerry's Art Rama. Okay guys, we're here. This is gonna be fun and exciting. Lots of little restaurants in here. Cool. Lots of stuff. Look all that you can buy individual pencils. That is so cool. Ooh, luminance is supposed to be good. Look at all the paper. Tons of stuff, guys. They're kind of busy, so I can't film too much. But look at this. Oh my god. I mean, this is just amazing. But you know, my paint costs 98 cents. These are a little out of my price range. But these are the good ones. I want to do a back painting with this color. And look, it's $21. Maybe this one? $8.99. But I want to do it as an underpainting, so maybe. The oils. I did get this one. It's $8.99. It's really expensive, but I want this color to try some underpainting. There's all the oils. Look all the stuff to build canvas. I mean, this place is so cool. I don't even know what half this stuff is. Because I'm a poor artist, I guess. But look how cool. Oh, I want a portfolio. Very cool stuff, guys. I am not gonna lie. Guys, more paints. This is a different aisle. This is Liquitex. Now this you can get at Hobby Lobby. It's $7.51 here. Look at all this Look at all that. Look at all that. Guys, this is the coolest store. Screen printing, making your own stamps.
Oh God! I mean, it plays on Spotify. That's just all songs with birds mentioned.
That's hilarious.
And I'm working on another one of songs where the moon is mentioned because they can talk about the moon a lot in songs.
Okay, guys. Yeah. Can you see the bag? It's huge. I got a huge paper bag. Pinsy Spices. Okay. Well, I have one more stop to make, and that's a different video, different channel. We'll be home soon. Hey guys, I'm here with a real live mini art haul from a real art store, Jerry's Art Rama. I haven't been in a real art store in about 5 years, no, 8 years, and that was in downtown Chicago at Bullock. So I'm pretty excited. I want to share what I got. The first thing is this very fluorescent red paint that is going to be used for underpainting. Next to that is this white pencil that I'm going to use to outline or sketch my images on my fluorescent red paint. I got this little scrape tool for texture. This pack of scrap papers, I just thought they were fun and would make a really great mixed media piece. I got this 100% cotton watercolor paper because it's a different kind of paper. I got 5x7. If I like it, I'll go back and get bigger. And then I got this really large 16x20 watercolor paper pad. I've been wanting to do larger paper art, and we're going to start right there. And it is 25% cotton, 300 GSM, or 140 pound. The 100% cotton was 140 pound cold pressed. That one is also cold pressed. So that is my mini art haul from a real live art store. Okay guys, so we are doing the first impressions using the paper pads that I got from the video, like I said in the intro, with my gift card. And I have never used these before, so I think this is going to be a cool video. The first paper is the pastel paper for soft or oil pastels. Next is Yupo paper for watercolor. And the last one is the newsprint paper. This is the one we're going to do first. It's excellent for all dry medias. It has a smooth surface. It's acid free. The size is 18x12. There are 50 sheets and it's 37.2 pounds. It feels a little heavier than printer paper, but that kind of weight to it. It's only for your dry medium, so your pencils, your charcoals, colored pencils, that sort of thing. I wouldn't put watercolor paint or oils on it because it's not thick. It's gonna soak through and you'll have just a big mess. So the first image we're gonna do on here, I think I'm gonna use the lion from the front cover. So I was trying to think, how can I do this, but I can't take a picture with my phone because I'm filming with my phone. That's okay. We'll do it like this. I put my glasses on. I always draw or sketch out real light in the beginning because if I have to erase, make a mistake, whatever, I'll be able to do it if it's light versus if I, you know, go really heavy. So what I'm going to do is kind of do the fur off the face. And it's not going to be a perfect copy because I'm not trying to make a perfect copy of it. I'm just trying to make it so we can tell if we like this paper or not. And like I said, I'll go back in and add more detail, but that is my first sketch on newsprint. It is just a dry medium. And overall, I like it. I think, you know, I think charcoal will show up way more than pencil. I kind of am not a big charcoal fan because if you don't know charcoal, this is really kind of messy. But I'm going to try to get more into mediums that I don't do a lot with right now. Like the soft pastels, the oil pastels, charcoal, pencils, that kind of thing. So, and I want to use my colored pencils more too. Just remember, newsprint, if you get a newsprint pad, is not for wet material because it's really thin. It could bleed through or tear. But overall, I think for a great drawing pad, like I said, charcoals, colored pencils, it's gonna be great. And there's the lion. And this was my reference point. I noticed he's got some curls of hair. He's kind of got wings up here. Okay. I will use my colored pencils to color this in, and at the bottom and at the end of the video, you will see the finished lion. But I like how the pencil feels. None of this is sponsored, so you are definitely getting a true first impression, real thoughts. And I like how the pencil feels on this. Sometimes when I draw on certain papers, it's I don't know, like a scratchy feeling, and it's very uncomfortable to draw on. This one is not like that. But anyway, I will finish this up and it will be at the end of the video. So I think first impressions of the newsprint with pencil, I loved it. And let me say, I like this size. Now what will I do over to the sides? Well, going this way, I'll probably put his body out kind of like he's laying down that way. Or his back kind of, it all won't fit because I made his head big. So obviously his body is going to be pretty big too. But you could do smaller images of him on the sides. You could do trees, whatever you want. Or you could just do a big head. See how they did different body parts. Almost like a study of the lion. I like the paw print. So maybe down here I'll do a paw print as well. But I like the size and overall. Okay. Next, let's try the Yupo paper. And I wanted to try this because I am in a pastel group and a watercolor group, and they both say it's okay to use this paper. So what I'm going to do is just tear out one sheet. And this paper is coated. It's coated on both sides, so you can paint on both sides. Your paint does not soak in to Yupo paper. You can use watercolor, alcohol inks, and acrylic paints on this. And I said you could probably use pastels if you use the water with them. You could use colored pencils if you use the water with them, if they're watercolor pencils. This is 100% polypropylene paper. So it's not cotton, it's polypropylene. I bought white, and it's 200 GSM, or 74 pounds. So I'm going to pull out our watercolor paper here. And this is a watercolor brush, but I don't have water. Oh, I do have water in it. Okay. Then we're just going to use that, but I have water over there to dip it in. Let's see. Oop, see? It's a water brush, and there's water. I just squirted water out over here. Trying to think, what am I going to do? Let's try a tree. So I'm going to start with dark green. Oh, wow. I can already tell you I like the way the watercolor paint is sitting on this paper. I like it a lot. It's sitting on the top of it. It's really cool paper. I have never tried it before. I've seen it a lot, but I had never tried it, so I'm so glad that I used my birthday gift card to try it. And if you've never tried these on-the-go watercolor brushes, they're really great because you put your water in the body of the brush and you just go. You don't have to worry about carrying water with you if you don't want to. Okay. Then we're gonna go down a level. And this one I'm gonna do a little greener, a different green. I don't know if you guys can tell how well the paint is just sitting on the paper, and it's kind of playing around on there. Okay. I'm going to dip in some brown over here. Kind of giving the top a little time to dry because I want to see like how quickly does it dry? Does it take it a while? But while we're waiting, we'll do a trunk. Okay, now I'm going to rinse my brush tip off. Like I said, the brush has water in it. I'm just have a cup over here of water. I'm going to throw in some light green now. Oh yeah, look at that. It's not really blending. It's just kind of sitting on top of the first color. Oh, I like this. Everybody said if you like to watercolor paint, if you like to, you know, paint with watercolors, you should try the Yupo paper because it just takes your experience to the next level. I gotta blend all those together. I do like this. They didn't blend on their own, but they are blending nicely now that I'm kind of blending it with some more water. I like that. Let's add a little bit down here. Yep. Guys, if you like to paint with watercolor paints or acrylics, because if you don't know, acrylic paints are water-based, so they will paint nicely on this, and try it out. I definitely like it. All right. Well, I love it when I try something new and I like it, because there's not, the worst feeling is trying something new, spending your money on something new, and then not liking it and not being able to get your money back, you know? But there we go. Now, I'm just dipping my brush in the extra water I have over here, and I'm gonna put in a little of this dark brown. Actually, I don't like that. Let's get some of this color. It's almost black. Let's get some more brown. There we go. And look at that. If you mess up on the Yupo paper, you can just wipe it up with your finger. Now that is pretty cool. So if you haven't tried the Yupo or Yupa paper yet, I would highly recommend trying it, because it is pretty fun. You get a lot of interesting textures due to the way the paint sits on the paper. You can wipe off a mistake with just your finger and it doesn't show up. It blends well. I let the first layer dry. I laid down the lighter green and then kind of combined it. It blends really well. So, number 2 paper that we're reviewing for the first time ever. This one is another thumbs up. I'm very happy so far. The last paper we're going to try out for the first time is the pastel paper. I'm actually going to use the brush with the water. And I'm just going to take the first sheet out. Now this paper is excellent for soft and oil pastels. There's 6 colors of paper in this pad. It's acid free. It is 9 by 12 inches, 24 sheets, 75-pound paper. And I'm going to use the soft pastels today with this paper, which are these, the Unison Handmade Soft Pastels. This is the Landscape number 18 Pastels box. And pastels you can use dry or you can blend them together, which is what I'm gonna do. Let's see here. First time using paper for pastels, pastel paper. Oops. And now I'm going to take my paintbrush here, kind of wipe off and kind of blend it together because you can wet them. Kind of makes them just look smoother and if you wet them together, you know, if you get them wet. The paper is heavy. It was 75 pounds. There we go. Okay. Now let's add in and first impression on this brush, because this first time I've used it, came in one of my watercolor palettes I have. I like it. Definitely I would love it if I was out painting somewhere, but I'm not mad at it being in my house. Okay. I am just dumping it in some water over here to the side just so I don't contaminate. And the amount of water this paper is holding, and it's not bleeding through. It's a nice heavy paper. You can tell it's good quality. Then I'm gonna come back in with this and just add a little texture to my center of my flower there. Okay, but I'm not gonna blend that together. Now let's do a bigger blend. Let's do some grass. This is a landscape palette for these soft pastels. That's why the colors are very earthy. And we're gonna put some this way. I need to do the stem. So I'm gonna do the stem. do the stem first. I kind of want to get it just all. There we go. I'm gonna come over and do, look how pretty that green is when it's wet. That's so pretty. And we're going to bring it over here. See, let's see how well it spreads, because we got a big clump right there. Can we spread it out? Yes, we can. Very happy with the soft pastels and using water. Now you don't have to use water with the soft pastels if you don't want to, but it gives you that watercolor look. Another option that you can do is just blend them with a towel. And this paper makes this very easy as well, because I've tried this technique on other types of paper with the soft pastel, and it did not end up with this nice of a texture. So let's add a little water to it now and see how that looks. That's pretty too. So with the proper paper, you can manipulate soft pastels many different ways. You can rub them with a paper towel, you can use water on them, or you could just use them totally straight, you know, totally like au naturel. If you wanted to make just like a little sunny spot right here and not do anything to it, because this paper is for these. They're not as flaky as they are on different types of paper. And you can have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 different looks, all with the same material. And how's it look on the back? Well, it's like that. I put a lot of water here, but as you can see, nothing's bleeding through. It's just wet. Very cool. So this was the pastel paper. Again, first time ever using it. And I like it too. I'm very happy because when I spend my, you know, my birthday money, or if it's just my money, I want to get bang for my buck. I want it to be worth it. And all of these papers today in this little test we've done, first impressions, have been totally worth it. So that is very exciting. I am a very happy camper. So that is, oops, let me get this one off here. So that was a very positive first impressions. I'm very happy with all of these. I would recommend all of these. If you've never tried them, I would recommend trying them, because I think everybody would be very, very happily surprised with these. Now, I got these at Hobby Lobby, but I will put a link down to Amazon if you want to get them from Amazon. But I'm extremely happy. This was on clearance. These were all on sale. Anyway, I linked the video above. So, and you saw my mini haul today at the beginning of this video. I will do a first impression with those papers and other items I got as I use them. So stay tuned for that, Stay tuned for that as well. But these are all a thumbs up as far as quality, price, and how they react with their particular mediums. So yay! And an extra first impressions was this little watercolor paintbrush that I had got in a watercolor set, but they're all over Amazon. I'll link them below. They're not very much. You just fill them up. You get you 2 or 3 and take them out plein air painting with you. I'm very happy. So woohoo! I will show you a finished lion at the end of this video. I'll go in and darken it up with some darker charcoal or some ink. Okay guys, I just wanted to show you everything dry and some final thoughts. The Yupo paper, love it. The colors, how it blended, the fact that you could wipe it off. And this paper did not curl up at all. So, awesome. The soft pastel or oil pastel paper, I still love it. It did curl a bit, as you can see down here, but in one spot, really a little shape shifting up at the top, but overall it stayed flat as well. And I like that this paper, you can smudge it with a napkin or your fingers, you can use water, or you can leave everything as natural. So again, I would totally recommend it. And then here's our lion. There's our paw on the side. And I went in and darkened up the face a bit just so you could see. And this is another paper, the newsprint paper for dry media, which is pencil, charcoals, colored pencils. I love it too, and definitely will be creating some pencil drawings on it to put on my art website, as well as using these other papers for artworks too. So guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure and give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button with that little bell. We have a lot of awesome videos coming your way, and you don't want to miss out. Thank you again for everyone that has subscribed. I'm just so thankful and so excited. And if you haven't yet, and you are truly appreciated. And everybody that keeps coming back and watching over and over, you are also very appreciated. I will see you on Saturday. We will be creating, I don't know, we're going to make a journal. No, I don't know what we're going to be doing, but I will see you on Saturday. Bye-bye.